Hey, welcome. My name is Leah. The thing is, in order for you to truly stop caring what people think and just be able to post yourself out there online, you can't just like not care. Especially if you're someone who has like any kind of social anxiety, that's really hard to do. So instead, I recommend you break it down. And I started to think to myself, what if it was like one of my coworkers who I don't like, at a job I don't like, who watch these videos that I'm making of my life? What is it that I'm posting out there that is so bad and so embarrassing? Or that the nature itself of creating videos and trying to become someone is so embarrassing, like to be in this intermediary phase of like not being someone who's like made anything come of it. What is it that's so bad, and what would they even say, and what would their reaction be, and why does it matter to me? And I started to think about every single person, and this is going to sound a little bit mean, but you kind of have to be extremely realistic. And I was like, do I care about like that one single mom who is making less money than me and is too lazy to do anything to improve her life? This is a specific person that I'm talking about, who's like a hater and maybe like judges and compares against me anyway. Would I care if she saw? Would I really genuinely care about her opinion? Like, does her opinion really matter in the grand scheme of my life with a lot of things? No. Then I thought about like one friend that I have who's like genuinely a good friend. I was like, what if this one friend of mine like found out that I wasn't just like making videos like for some other things, like my friend's wedding video and this other stuff that I actually have mentioned? And what if I was like being upfront and honest, like, hey, I'm making vlogs of my life, like I'm putting myself out there and all this stuff? Like, would it really matter what this specific person cared, like would think, or if they would care about it? And if they laughed at me, would I care? No, because then I think to myself like, okay, who is like my friend? Like, even we're good friends. But if it was a person that ended up like, they were a good friend and they ended up having this opinion of like, I don't know, ridiculing me or making me feel like bad about myself or belittling me because of the fact that I am putting myself out there and I'm making these videos, I would break it down and I'd be like, well, who is he? Like some young guy who's like single, not married, who's just like an average bloke, who's not making more money than me, who's not more successful than me, who is just stuck at a job that I don't like, and his life is no better than mine. So why the fuck would I care if he suddenly turned out to be a hater? I would simply stop being his friend. If it was like a parent or a family member, like if maybe you have some sort of toxic sibling or parent or cousin or some extended family like that, and you're like, wow, like if they see that, then they're totally gonna like give me some shit when I see them, like for Christmas or at every family reunion. They're gonna dissect my videos and they're gonna like, I don't know, like I said something like, hey guys, like my boyfriend makes fun of me, like, because like this one video that I made maybe 10 years ago, I was like, hey girls, and he'll do that to my face, and it's like, okay, and that's it, and then you move on. And then he said that phrase and it was cringy, and it was like really cringy and weird when I said it 10 years ago. And you know what? Hey guys, hey girls, like I'll say it right now. Does it really matter? No, not really. It's just a momentary negative emotion, and then you get past it and you move on to, but I get to make videos, right? So all I had to do was put up with those few seconds or those 2 days of feeling cringy because my boyfriend kept saying, hey girls, because he's like joking around with me. And maybe I did feel cringe, and then I move the fuck on and it doesn't really matter. If some stranger came up to you on the street and told you, oh, I really hate your voice and I don't like the way that you speak, you'd be like, okay, well, screw you. Like, why would you care that some stranger said that to you? Now, if some stranger came up to you and they said, wow, I just want to let you know you have such a lovely voice. Like, I've just never heard anyone have such a nice voice as you. And like, even your whole mouth and your lips, like, keep doing whatever you're doing. If somebody said that to you, then you would be like, oh wow, thank you, stranger. You'd kind of be like questioning their motive, but you'd be like, thank you so much. And maybe you'd feel good that day or in another day, and then you forget about that, right? It's the same thing with the comment section about people that you don't know. Some people are just not gonna like you because they don't like you, because they don't like themselves. But does that really matter? Friend or classmate that you knew from like grade school who doesn't even keep in touch with you anymore. Would it really matter if this person saw what I was doing and thought less of me? And why? And who the fuck are they? Because let me be quite honest with you. I have seen classmates do like really stupid, dumb skits. Like this one guy was literally dressing up like a clown, making the dirtiest, weirdest jokes ever. And you know what I thought to myself? Go you. I hope he makes it one day, and I hope I get to say that I knew him in grade school. And anyone who is worth any of your time or attention is going to think the same positive thing as you. People are just either not going to understand, but it doesn't matter because they're not YouTubers and they're not online, or they will understand and they will be supportive even if they don't agree with your content.